G'day from Australia. My name's Jai, and what I'm bringing you is a 1972 XY Falcon Ute. Now, Americans call them pickups, we call them Utes. And this one's kind of special because they made 48,000 of these in this body style, but this one is a factory full drive model. And the factory full drive model, they made 432, and so they're very, very rare. So I'm very lucky to get one of these, but you know, to find one, you've really got to try hard. But I got one, and this is it. 1972 XY Falcon Ute, one of 432, and she's just been parked up here in the tree line. Yep, tree line for a bit over 2 years, and I drove it here, and when I bought it, it didn't run. Had no brakes, no clutch, and just, yeah, not much. But as you can see, it's had a bit of weight reduction. This is that's the speed hole. That's factory, and oh my, that's not looking good. But of course, we start in the back, and this is at my parents' house, and my dad's kind of been using it as storage. There's a whole bunch of junk in there, and it's surprising that it's still there. There's the fuel tanks, and yeah, they're no good, of course. Oh dear, that's all factory. We'll go inside. It's had I don't think either of these hinges are connected. Oh dear. It's got extra ventilation in the floor because it's pretty hot in Australia, and you don't want to overheat. The seat is just beautiful. There's a little bit of going on. It's got a sporty steering wheel and some race gauges there just to make it racier, but they don't work. I'm not moving that. That doesn't move. The transfer case shifter is here, and that's stuck in low. 3-speed on the floor, and some more weight reduction over there. That's factory. And if you look at the transmission tunnel, you can see it looks like someone beat it with a hammer, and they did, but that is literally the way Ford made it. So we'll get into the power barn. So in Australia, you kind of got to look out for insects and reptiles, because that stuff usually kills you when it bites you. So, oh yep, here we go. Now, I have not touched this in 3 months ago. I looked at it, and we did make it start, but it did not move. And it's literally been parked here just over 2 years. It's got this bag here. That's just to save its life. Oh no. Oh, yep, that moves. Whew. Lucky. We've got the race tank here for fuel, because the other one doesn't work. And last time I got it running, we just put E85 in it because that's all we had, and it did not run good. As you can see, still turns over. Before we get into it further, let's just have a look underneath. So you can see there the sump and the diff are very close, and Ford actually made some modifications to fit that. They leaned the engine over to make it happen. And these leaf springs, these are coil spring cars in the front. I don't know if you can see up in there. You can see the shock that's not connected, but there used to be a strut in there that's not there anymore because they made it four-wheel drive and put these diffs in it. Look at that exhaust, it's just ready to go. Hanging down like that. It's probably, you know, newer than the rest of it. The floors are just fantastic. Oh look, there's inside. Down the back. So this, they use the same floor pan as the wagon, and this is like the rear passenger footwell, this area here, and that's where the fuel tanks go in the Ute, and it's ready to go. You can see that the engine is leaning over, and that's to miss the front diff when they put the front diff in. But you can see under here they made a special adapter right there to make the carburetor level because they leaned the motor over. And yeah, that's factory, just the way it's meant to be. But someone's gone in and put this steering box in, which is all wrong, and when you got a torch through here to make it fit, it's just not going to work right. And we're going to drive it just a little bit. And under the back here is where the spare tire is meant to go, but it's not there anymore. Someone's changed it and taken it away, and this has all been fixed up here. This is all fixed just to, you know, make it better. So a guy was a bit heavy-handed on the old battery terminals and broke that guy off, but I went ahead and did the right thing and vice gripped it right on there. I've put fresh fuel in the tank. We'll turn on the ignition. Now we just got to find something to ground this on, which really needs stripping back, and trying to find something that just isn't rusty is the trick. Let's see. We'll go ahead and use the carburetor. Oh, we're in gear. I'll have to fix that. Look at this. This is just lined up perfectly. Yep. Neutral now. We'll just give it a bit of that. That's way too much. Perfect. All right. Let's give this a go.
Wouldn't do that.
Well, there's nothing that's not rusty. Just here we go. Oh, fired. We got fuel here yet? We might just give it another bit of this. There's the wire. getting fuel? Not quite yet. We probably just need to...
What do you got there, John?
This is an axle.
Weightlifting.
Spare parts. Well, we better not leave that ignition on for too long. Come on. Oh, the battery's getting tired.
Wait a minute.
Sounds like not enough fuel. I'm not hearing bubbles. Why not? Well, that's getting better, but I might just need to top it off. So the right thing to do would be get a funnel, but we're just gonna... Whoop. It's cheap anyway, it's like they're giving it away. Come and take it, we got no room for it. Okay, do we have indigestion? Oh, that's better. Alright. We'll just do this for good measure.
And this.
Alright, coil on. Listen to it, so quiet. It's mint. I mean, does it even blow smoke? Like, I don't see any. Well, I think before we run out of battery and before we boil it, let's just I think we drive it up the driveway and put some air in the tyres and put some water in the radiator. Where do I put my feet? Oh, that clutch does not feel good. Just got to get some wheel chocks out of the way. Can you get it? You'll get that? Oh, you'll get it. So we just had to move this out of the way. It was a bit savage. And my dad's helping me, and you can see under there, it was in there. So we cleaned that out. Alright, let's see if we can get it to move. Reverse. No, there's no side mirrors. Is there another chock? It is hot in here. Okay, well we need to do a bit of off-roading to get it to move from this spot. Oop, stalled it. Got to get out to start it. Unless we get... God, why won't you let me out? We might need the outside handle. Oh yeah. You gonna start it? Should just take a tap to earth. Hang on. Yep. Ah, we got no battery. We have to get another battery. Alright, we're back. Getting the hang of that. Now to get it unstuck. Slippage there.
Understand well.
Which way? Is it spinning? Here we go. Moved, it's rolled over and it's touching the door now. So we need to try and fix that. It's going to put some bricks under the wheels. Hopefully we can get it out of here without too much destruction or overheating. Have to get out and assess the situation. So we've got a bit of kettle action going on. Probably should have got to that first. Oh dear. Well, we might pour some water on that and cool it off. And we'll have to get it off the tree. She's right on there, all the way. So just to show you what's going on here, we've jacked the back up and we've got the jack there, we've got a brick under there, and what we're going to do is we're just going to slide her off the top of the jack to the left, give us a bit more clearance on the door, so we've got a bit more room. Might save the guard. The door's got a ding in it now though. And it was just so good. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh, that was perfect.
Got clearance on the door?
Yeah, that's looking good. And look, the door has some room now. Alright, let's water it. It's only going to leak out later, so it's better than none. She's empty.
Now put the cap right on.
We'll just do the old keep the splashes in routine.
Fire it up.
Oh, yeah. Wing gear?
Probably.
How good is it?
Just got to be careful the doors don't fall off and hit you in the foot. that door shut. Too much flex in the body. This is quite funny.
That was unexpected.
Steering wheel fell off in his hand.
Alright. That's factory. Alright, let's turn this off.
That's factory alignment. 3mm gap everywhere. Look at that.
Alright, so my dad's gonna blow the tyre up because we don't want to ruin a perfectly good tyre from like 1992. So we'll see if this
Little tank
great tank will fill this tyre.
Go up a little bit.
I think we're equalising pressures.
Up the ground a little bit. This has got 20 pound in it.
20, it's ready for wheeling.
Can't believe the gauge there. What's that one there say?
Let it off? 0. We might need to refill the tank. Alright, we've plugged the compressor in. I got her out from where she's been sitting for a couple of years, and I guess we'll just send her down here, go for a bit of a up there, and see what she goes like. But you can see she's just a beauty. Like, look at how pretty she is. Got to get the lines right so we can just pop that down. Oh yeah, and see all this front bumper. It's she's heavy duty, and you know, we've got a tow hitch on the front here, so you can push your trailer, and that's factory. Only one driving light. That's for weight reduction. All right. well, there she is. Wouldn't go rallying on her too hard. She's got a bit of flex. You know, they do like to flex this model. As you can see here, there's a lot of flex built in, you know. So there you go. That's my 1972 XY Falcon 4-wheel drive. 432 were made. And that's pretty rare. And this body style in the Ute, 48,000. So it's quite a rare car, and you know, very, very factory. They don't get any more factory than this. And you know, this level of rust is really difficult to achieve because there is no salted roads in Australia. You just don't get that here. You know, this is just you know, completely factory. Now the other interesting thing about this car is you'll see here 1988. She was last on the road in 1988. So yeah, she's been off the road a long time, and probably, I don't know, off the road longer than it was on. So hope you liked it. Catch you later.